Yes, we're bringing you the legal matters. Bringing you a lot of update today, UK immigration and nationality law. If you've just tuned in, if you are watching us live on Facebook or YouTube, share the program with all your loved ones, because this is an area that a lot of people have inquired about. And in fact, I was even surprised myself because I had a view, but in fact, upon investigation, the view has changed. And this goes to those people holding 2.5 years visa and the possibility of bringing their children to the UK to join them. It is also important that you listen to the requirements, because the reality is this: you cannot choose and pick. You need to know the requirement and whether it is possible to bring your child or not. Especially if you've been given 2.5 years and you are claiming government money, don't even try to bring any child to this country. Because like they say, you cannot eat with both hands. They also say if you hang around a barber shop for so long, yes, no matter what, you are going to have a cut. You're going to get a cut. Yes, if you want someone to barber you bad, then you don't talk about your hair. That's the way it is. Studios of Fair Life Radio will bring you the legal matters. And there's a WUTIA program that share for all your loved ones so that they can also benefit from today's program. And when we come here and we are talking about cases that has happened, or perhaps we bring our live cases. We are not here to tease anyone, or we are not here to basically to promote, or perhaps to jubilate about someone's downfall. We only talk about these cases so that a lesson can be learned from it. Today we're going to look at something: how divorce can impact on your immigration status after Brexit. We'll also be looking at 5 main options for to stay in the UK legally. We'll also be talking about the demise of Aminata Bangura of Camberwell. He has been spared second time in jail for benefit scam. What makes matters worse is that she did not have a stay in this country. She has used one name to claim benefit and another name fighting for papers. We'll also be looking at someone also in jeopardy. Someone is also serious problem. A woman had a child. The woman said that this man was the father of the child. As soon as the child got British passport, the woman claimed that you are no longer the father. All of a sudden, someone else is the father of the child. And therefore, the passport people have to get involved and say, hold on, the passport was obtained by fraud. Therefore, the child is no longer a British passport holder. A word to the wise is in the north. Home Office also applying the good character test to children as old as 10 years when they are making application for British citizenship. We will also look at a child that has been adopted by a British national, and the child is being refused entry to the UK. We will also look at statistics involving EU nationals and deportation and removal from the UK. Sometimes people think that if you are EU national, you are untouchable. This is something that people really have to be aware of. People also have to be conscious about the fact that if you are EU national, that does not mean that you cannot be detained, that you cannot be removed from the United Kingdom. other mercy. And the last topic or the last area that we will also talk about is those people who are holders of 250-year visa. Ghana people call it 250. We will look at these cases. I mean, people have bothered me with this application so many times, and in fact only last night that I was discussing it with Positive that we came across something that I think will help a lot of our listeners. And this is something that Mama Boot, I think last week you sent me a text message or email or something to that effect, and basically I gave an answer, but it looks to me now, after further investigation, that there is a possibility. But the possibility, it comes with a very, very stringent conditions. If you cannot satisfy the condition, don't even try it, because it's not going to be successful. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because a lot of people come to us every single day. The first thing that they say is, lawyer, I'm just looking for paper to work. We start praying, Lord Almighty, intervene. Lord, allow this person to get the paper so that he can work and support his or her family. It's sad to say this. When you give a man £1,000, the man will want more. If you give a man £5,000, he will want £10,000. You give him 10,000, he will be start looking to get, looking to possibly for you to give him 15. You give him 15, he want 20, 30. He wants 40, 50, he wants 100. So human wants, economics will tell you, are insatiable, are unlimited. No matter how much you give man, man will never be satisfied. No matter how much man gets, man wants more. And therefore, when people get the 2.5 years, then the next question is, when are they going to give me a house to live in? That aside, you'll be given a house. Oh, these people are wicked. I'm not going to. I'm working too much. I'm tired. Are they not going to give me benefit? And the person wants everything. Once the benefit is given, then they will ring lawyer Darkon. Lawyer, I have a son in Ghana. I want to bring my son. One person, you want a house, you want papers, you want benefits, and you still want to bring your child, so that the child can also become a burden to the taxpayer. Put yourself in government shoes. What would you do? That is the question. So today I will take my time and break this down so that we can understand this, so that we can look at the politics behind government policies. I am not a politician, and I am not, social politician. However, sometimes when we all apply a bit of common sense, we will appreciate and understand why certain policies are made to stop certain people from abusing the process. Because the reality is this: you cannot become a burden for your child to come in and become a burden as well. So many times people have called me and I've told them plain, if you are in this situation and you want to bring someone, forget it. I will not even listen, because it is not possible. If you are taking everything from the government and you're expecting the government for you to bring in more people, for you to claim more money, we need to wake up. We need to be realistic. And the same people will say, oh, those people. You are within the community. You are part of those people. So we have to stop saying that. Today, I'm going to take my time and go through the rules. If you qualify, you can get in touch. If you don't qualify, please don't get in touch, because there's nothing that I can do. I do not make the rules. I do not make the policy. If you want to bring your child, get off the benefit and get yourself work to do. You need to contribute. I remember someone coming to my office, and the person said something that every time that makes me laugh. You know what she said? Oh, my bread do. My year, since I've been by, my drive 16 years, 16 solid years. Bra my bre. 16 years old. And I know, or you two know when I was ye did dinner, me shany dean. Now, me shany dean, I'm so. Me back ready 16. And 2 years, young funny say, said in 9 months of crying and you mona. That means he say 16 was 16, a equal. And in 9 months, and then you know. And not just say my brother say 9 months. Memory say, oh, cried, my brother say 9 months. Entino sana sometimes sana tie. Ekromwa obi enu wanya ne fu. Enya abrewa. Obi kan ye enya abrewaju. Wati. Ekromwa obi ebre pa. Enti se dia ofisa wo bre no. Ko obi afuom. Wati. Hard work. Obi ebre. Ana so bre 16 years a. Ebi obi 1 year bre no. More than 16 years a wo bre no. Enti no eduru bi a ani enya nto wase kakra so enya lie no. Because ekromo obi enu onya ni easy. Obi wo no oba wan fa play no. Offensu so we ma mu ataba. Wati. Wa fasre so offensu so na so easy. Ebi ampo de nyame boa wo e ma de play na bai. So obi wo ho a obai. Oda basi me de na ekone de na ba. Wati mimini obi a stretcher me ya okoda afie bi msama afie. Oda hosa je be kani bi ka say hey my friend that's the path for the ghost, you know, move. You know, baby okoda o say why you stranded? The man was stranded, he's got nowhere to go. And he just stranded on the road. One Jamaican man saw him. I said, brethren, what go on? And I said, no, I'm from Africa. I don't have anywhere to sleep. I said, you know something? There's a house here, man. Me, they sleep there for 5 years. Me not pay rent. Me go give you somewhere to sleep tonight. You know, but please. Me don't want no trouble. You know, nobody knows I'm there here. So, you know, come with me, man. Go give you somewhere to sleep, man. Your African brethren. So, what did he do? He took him there and he said, you know, feel free, you know. So the guy sat in a chair and he put the chair at some place. So the guy went to the bathroom, he coming to sleep, and he saw him. This guy is trying to, you know, sleep in a pathway for the ghost. The Jamaican turned around and said, hey, brethren, man, that is the path for the ghost. The guy said, oh my God, what are you talking about? A ghost? I said, look, me don't want to scare you, but this house is haunted. Me see ghost every night, but me don't care. Me just come and sleep, man. So if you wanna have your peace, just move to that side, man. Because me don't want no ghost to bounce into you, you know. So just move to one side. So this man telling me, he said, David, I was scared to death. But then again, what can I do? I have nowhere to go. So then he had to just listen and move to the side. He thought the guy was just making it up. Every time that he tried to close his eyes, he could feel the presence of a ghost in the room. He could see the hair just go like that and come this way. You understand? So Babylon, everyone has got a story to tell. You know, so that is how it is. 16 years, yes, it's long, but believe me, it's not long. Because like they say, no matter how far your house is, there's always going to be another house after your house. And you know, sometimes now you're taking it easy. Why? You're taking it easy. Say? Sir, also we chat 30 now, so you did that. We say 31. Aha. And your question about a Gary, a BD the VH. And the rating I can. We say 40. We say 40, we say 50, and only a 7. And you know, we are seeing a man at Dakro, a Beco JB, a Chromua, unfortunately, any per one a Minianum, Messremu P, Mon Shemo Hosuye, Obina more, Ediano Beto Edi Crawonto, Oma Comadino. Nina and will say amount health problems. And you know, you're very, very careful. Sika, ye betoi. Money is like numbers, it never finishes. You will chase and chase and chase, and you will drop and you will die.
And the topic here, we'll back on once a minute. Well, you yourself and I get yourself ready. Because we are crab a foul. Because the vacancy is when you are one better than I own, okay, come on. As a benefit. Yeah, I'm out for the trouble. But aside that, as I say,
positive. Nyame adumti, nyade me nyame ho. And there no doubt. Because me think when me wadi pa. And when here positive. Me, I don't care about your 10 cars that you have. I don't care about benefit that you are getting. But the reality is you cannot be taking benefit and expecting the UK government to be so stupid to say, who's had another child no some burden into British government. So put yourself, say you are not that person. And I could be the year one
and you bit free fair life free.
So una obiri yawa anka enye wo de. Enti the reality ne say we have to be realistic. Someone who will criticize me for speaking the truth is not realistic, and the person is irresponsible. That is a fact. Because if you are responsible, not say you are rational, not say you are being true to yourself. I say you are the government. You have to come with a policy. You have to regulate human behavior. Yes, you are already in the country. Yes, you cannot work because of A, B, C, D, E. The government has taken compassion on you that I'm going to support you so that you can also support your child who is in this country. You have a choice to work. You have decided not to work. Some people cannot work because of their situation, which is understandable. Some people can actually work. They have decided to make the conscious decision that they will not work. So why would the government allow you to bring in more problems? Because I would say problems because when the child comes, the child becomes problem to the UK economy in the sense that you are also going to claim more money for the child by way of child benefit. And my tax, see, you tusum 1p krana, yahame. Positive tax. See, you tum 1p krana yahaw because they also their budget for your children.
It's true.
Na yama with chance never jinedi. Uwia osemrofo do mo jimi o. It doesn't work like that.
And then the money is where the
positive, we have to face facts. About time, we call a spade a spade.
Not
about
a garden too.
About time, you have to be honest and be truthful with your people. Because when you are truthful, I know some people will see the fact. Some people will learn from it and they will do the right thing. I'm not saying, sir, you cannot claim benefit. But what I'm saying is this. If you are on benefit, and I say beggars don't have a choice. Because if you are relying on the state to support you, and still you want to bring in more people to become a burden to the state, if you are the government, what would you say?
What would you do?
What would you do?
Let's be honest.
So I
What
think
would you do?
it is the reality. And I think it's a good policy that the government does that. So we will go through. So if you know that you have a child, you have 2.5 years visa, and you want to bring the child, the government policy is that you must comply with A, B, C, D, E. It's not me saying it. If you can comply with it, you get it. If you cannot comply with it, you don't get it. It's as simple as that.
I mean, lawyer, and the topic here, okay. If you say a very, very your community, no, you move a brain, no. If I say about 89%, if you see such challenges, Obu said it, and the lawyer Babe Chile Simon. Obu had the bow fee. Obu said you need that drink. Onyati phone call every Ghana. Yes, Oba Atichema. Esono, a quaben of a fast will wait within Abba. Esono, Abia, Kusi and Kusi, Kodan Koda. Wow, Juma. Obi wa or Wading. Obu wa, what you say, there is opportunities over to my ABB. Abu Abano. I contribute to Kakra. As so Becca say, any of my Jimmy, and I might smell so I have managing, and I must area. Na me koye dwuma asate me tax no me afasika ni nyina mi wa so 70 fie na me da ye be twa me da kama me ye be me sika didi enti no ene no da bia no ye show bi enti we no eye negative selfish and as we eye positive selfish
And where the German and not 20 hif now
I stand for
Ababi answers our question. Well, let's look at the update na afi yenko your name. Let me just quote the source before someone accuse me for spreading what do you call it, panic. One, this is Electronic Immigration Network, 25th of June 2019. The impact of divorce on your immigration status after Brexit. This is what has been determined, that couples who were born outside the United Kingdom may have to endure their divorce proceedings in their country of birth if there is no deal Brexit. Basically,
wow,
if you are not born in the UK after Brexit, you want to do a divorce, you could end up doing the divorce in your home country, but not the UK.
Okay.
If there is no deal. Brexit. And this is what people have to be aware of. Because whenever there is going to be no deal, you know, even our divorce law is also regulated by European law. European law has given us so many benefits that either people out of ignorance or maybe pure enviness or jealousy or rage or inability sometimes to rationalize things, to think things through. Sometimes they jump and make decisions against their own interests. So this is one of the unintended consequences of a no deal Brexit. Because when you are doing a divorce and look at the divorce papers, I think section 4 or section 5, it makes references to European regulations in regarding divorce. And it asks whether the parties are resident in the UK or another country. And it goes to show that this particular section is regulated by European regulations. And therefore, in effect, that gave us the right as a third party national to seek divorce in the UK. So once we come from the European Union, that law is no longer going to be applicable. And therefore, there is a danger. Because once we come out without a deal, all European law ceases to have effect in the UK. And therefore, what's going to happen? Nobody knows.
I just say, lawyer, European, it is a cockroach.
Yes, I am because we have been embedded, I mean, you have been enshrined with European law for over 40 years. And when you look at the European laws, it was written by UK lawyers. Most of it, UK lawyers played part in it. But yet, now we say we don't want it no more. So if we don't want it, who is going to want it? So that is the situation. However, those who have already commenced divorce proceedings, they may be allowed to go through with their divorce without any stopping or without any problems. But those who are going to start after we have come out of the European Union may have problems if they have not already commissioned their divorce. That aside, the second thing that I would like to talk about is change in your circumstances. It's interesting. This week I had a bit of a debate about 1 hour with a client, and I think it's important that I bring these factual situations into today's program because sometimes, you know, as a law practitioner, it's not everything that occurs to you that is important that you need to talk about. But real life situations like this help us to advise and educate people. You see, when you are granted 2.5 years visa on the basis of being in a relationship with a British national or on the basis of your children, Home Office also advises that whenever there is a change in your circumstances, you should tell the Home Office straight away. I'm going to say it as it is. I'm not going to, twist anything. Some people benefit from the fact that they don't live with your partners because they are partners, or perhaps they may not be partners, may have certain advantages, economic advantages. And when I say this, I believe you know what I'm talking about. On the basis that they are living together as single women or single men. And therefore, there are economic advantages. Because they are not married to the person, or perhaps they don't live together. Accepted. Home Office says that if there is a change in your circumstances, you must notify them straight away. That means as soon as you start living together, you have to tell the Home Office. You have to tell the benefit people. But to some people, it will not be to the advantage. Or sometimes people forget, so they don't tell the Home Office. Fine. Sometimes people are not married, but following the visa, they may decide to get married. Home Office tell us that once you have been granted a visa, as soon as there is a change in your circumstances, you must tell them. So let's say positive, you meet someone, you have a child of the person, you live differently. Maybe you are not together as partners. Maybe one time Americans will say booty call, and then there was a child involved. Because of the child, you've been granted 2 years. As time progresses, you decided to fall in love with the child's mother. So you go ahead and you marry the child's mother. As soon as you get married, do not waste time. You can go back to the Home Office and convert your visa to a spousal visa on the basis of marriage, provided that you are able to meet the relevant requirement. That is fine. Once you do that, instead of the 10-year route to settlement, you change the visa into a spousal visa. After 5 years, you get your indefinite. However, the problem is this. This is a debate that I had this week. The person married whilst he's been given 2.5 years visa. For reasons only known to him and his wife, they decided not to tell me. They decided not to tell the Home Office. Now, let's look at what has happened. One of the parties have passed on. Early 40s, dead. Now, his argument is that, but we got married before she died, so Home Office should give me a spousal visa. And I said, well, they will only give it to you if you can be married to a dead person. Because once someone passes away, automatically marriage comes to an end. And therefore, you cannot now go back to the Home Office and tell them that, but I married her before she died, so give me a spousal visa, and since she's dead, give me an indefinite leave to remain. You cannot eat with both hands. However, if he had put in an application as a spouse and he was granted a spousal visa, now that the partner is dead, automatically he would have been given indefinite leave to remain. Now, let's look at the rules of succession. Typical example, if you are living in council property. If your circumstances changes, you must advise your housing people. So if you don't tell them and the partner or the wife passes on, it becomes difficult. Because when there was a change in your circumstances, you did not notify them. I have been involved in a case which is about since 2003, where this man was facing eviction from his marital home. It was a very sad case. And this is a Lambeth Council case. Their barrister told me those times I was doing my training contract, and I was I was told to go to Wandsworth County Court and face this case. And positive, it wasn't a joke. A baby going to face a big barrister in a county court. And between God and man, I visited the loo about 10 times before they called the case. It wasn't a joke. I knew nothing about the case. I was just giving the file. Just go to Lambeth County Court and handle it. I sat on a bus and I started praying. I said, Lord, guide me, because I don't know what I'm doing. But God is good, because I called one of my mentors. And I said, Paul, I'm in trouble here. I've just been given this case. I do not have a clue. Please help me. And to be honest, he's been a savior for me, and I will never stop mentioning his name. So the trick is this. I'm going to share it with you. Maybe it will help someone. I said, David, in such a case, read as much as you can whilst you are on a bus. And once you get to the court, go and speak to your client and find out what they are trying to achieve out of today's hearing. Once you get that, go to your opponent, which is Lambeth Council, and ask them what they are looking for today. So that is exactly what I did. So I spoke to Lambeth and they told me what they are looking for. That is outright possession. Because my client, even though they have evidence that he was married to the wife, but there is no evidence to show that he was living at the address, and he did not inform them because the wife was claiming benefit. So as far as they are concerned, either the wife, whilst she was around, was lying to the council, or the man is lying to the council now, because both of them cannot be right. So I said to him, the children are British, the man is also British. You evict them, they become homeless. And therefore the council will still be under an obligation under the Housing Act to do what? To house them. The barrister told me this. As a matter of principle, they will evict them and give them another place. You see, it is no wickedness. It's a matter of principle. You have to make sure that people can see that the law is working. So then when I realized that he's also making a point, to be honest, I did not have a clue what I was doing. So you know what? I asked him, is there a possibility that they could suspend the eviction to allow my client sufficient time to prepare his case and also to prepare his defense? And I said, you know what? I'm just a trainee contractor. I'm just a trainee. So don't cut my head off. I was honest with him. In fact, the barrister was impressed because of the way I approached the case. Going to the courtroom positive, I did not even know the procedure. He said, David, do not worry. I'll do all the work for you in the courtroom. So we went inside the courtroom, a new trainee looking all short. So the barrister, the Judge Rose, he called the case. So the barrister got up and did all the talking for me. My client thought that I had done wonders. That day, he could not thank me enough because he thought he was going to be homeless with the children. But at least he heard the council saying that they will make them homeless and then give them a new place. That alone was sufficient for them. So the lesson that I learned from that particular case is that this country, the law is the law. When the law catches you, no joke. So do the best that you can whenever there's a change in your circumstances to notify the council, because nobody knows tomorrow. Because you don't wait for the situation to arise, for something to come, before you try to say that, oh, but this is the case, this is the case. Because if you don't tell them on time, they will also not listen to you on time. So it's not a matter of racism, because a lot of people, when they don't get their way, the race card is their first defense. Oh, because I'm black, because I'm this. Forget that. Be honest with yourself and be straight.
Almost Sebi, Omuni Mano, when ye be at me, and then you'll be a social. Yes, Yaba will be mine. Yes, see, the American school. Night, no, ya some okay, racist, this animal. Cromwell, and my friend started school. Yen say from year 1 up to year 3. Yabamo, Adriani, and I say, now when like parents need our organizer said, end of the year, and I said, 10, as a city teachers near them, your mom will gift and I be mom. Mia, me to mom, and then they come and see you. If you know, I someone know you can, and I make a see as so. And I'm of so dear, almost sorry, and a debiano, your passy, and your way, and a your way, and a gift, and a then. Now, me call the miniska, I want them to hold on, mammy. And you know, Sabio see us on a consorry. I didn't know I saw a con you could Jessica. Now for bankers are as on any school. Nasa Yabo be my so. Nurses, teacher or Chacolana, yes, a bunny cranica, and ya oshe. Nancy be big to a bin, yes, yet they my teachers, you know. Now my teachers are so any idea. Where's the sunny idea as a morning? Now, Sabio, Cromohano, said your cousin for a back school, Ghana, Obi, one by a school. School is Crobian, only a bin chair. And you know, say, be a yenny free, and I yenny silver platter. No, say, 5 pound and I say 1 pound ube donate na ya de aboa ebia teachers no and I say school no your community no enipa ne bebre wo ho a all that almost trying to say bring me nkwana me pese meje but ye mpese ye de ye bibi beko se bi murofo ne bi ho se bi o wo hwe krom ha the whole United Kingdom me bi say en so na he na itima bi school wo kro we mu se ebia positive masori ni ya ti school etifa babra eso so no wo hwe other churches ya obi timi ekọ Anglican because of person banya school papa obi person okọ Roman and so me wa no onko Roman no okọ yin anim keke eso so ye community no say society no ye kesika kesi bi wa other churches na ya sorry but if say bia obi tie ebia ne bakra next week come makwa na say week come makwa donation bi obeyi e de abo school na say ye pe present bi dem teacher no obeka say onye because no sika no obeyi no obe lose enti no edru ba bia mumma yesu so yenya den yentimi participate bibi hango hankam na afie na de na ye equilibrium enti no sebi o enkrata se manelo ya da ko ba ebo ho dawuri enye se bia sebi home office fo no eti ho ena omutimu ya den o sebi mpedua sa wa bakrom ha wa bewo wa ko hospital ya ncharge o mika obi da kolebu obi da g sebi wa wo kra sika ye pese ye di yinu po no onya obi wo kra wo hospital na na saka che no ma no wantimi anchima yini ni o mo chiri ni eso ha obi chima na ye krokro no push do this entini se home office for so tenase e ka se 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 NHS ye boka entini bi atua 1 pound ni emfa contribute ya obi se buwe entino sebi o lawyer enen udwumadie me fi say eyade a ye nyina no utu money for no na utu agina wafo ye nyina no obi abayi ni share free money.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Positive. Now let's look at 5 main options for staying in the UK. The first one is British citizenship. I will encourage everyone and anyone, if you qualify, please don't sit there and tell me that the fee is too much. Windrush scandal yenim de eto Jamaica for betine kromwa o man border say o renew o passports later they lost their documents. They were unable to prove their right to stay in this country. Some of them have been deported back to Jamaica after living here over 40 years. Every week we get phone calls. People are saying that, oh, Mr. Darko, my mother is now in Ghana. She was born in 1957. She lost this document. She lost that document. British High Commission don't want to know. British Passport Office don't want to know. They don't want to give her documents to come back to the UK. What can I do? If you cannot prove the documents, there's nothing that I can do. I'm no magician.
Absolutely.
It's as simple as that. You know, people are listening to us today. They know that they can get British passport. They know that they qualify. They cannot be bothered to do the test. All that they say is that, oh, this test is too difficult. Oh, this test is too expensive. Why should I pay money to do this test? Everything you don't want to pay, but everything you want to claim. That claiming culture, we have to stop it. You know, because at the end of the day, if you really want to live in this country, I will say that do your British passport. Apply for your British citizenship. It's one of the ways that you can live in this country. And also by gaining British citizenship, it puts you on a par with those people who are born in this country and who are British citizens. Some people believe or are of the opinion that if you are a holder of indefinite leave to remain, is the same as British citizenship. I will say this and I will repeat and I will say it once again. It is not the same. Abotokrani ekura omudin se ba omona won se. Sebio se abrewa. Oni hwe kura no na owa abatwe. Enti no don't sit there and say ni nyina ye pe enye pe. Enti yemfa nye afutuo. Se unim obi okita Ghana passport okita indefinite obi kita indefinite from 1977 one border cross obeje British passport ama enne make us say ne passport ayira home office amane deportation papers so free krum one because they cannot find him. He's not on record. And the Windrush scandal no enye Jamaica for nkwa na eto ebi to Africans. I know of someone who is very famous. Sebio se or tonyum anase or vibrofugu fan to a dream say or no cry, say you here, penny deport on.
Yes.
Or Belcrum no be 2 years old. Archers wako university in every ocean is CV so not 1 minute to cram what you say any pay sebu and Kratemu he is in jeopardy of being removed from this country.
Yeah.
But yet again the person came before me. I was shocked. I was a bit surprised. You know, but then again, you know, all that I was looking for is to be able to do something for him. And all that I could do was to apply for 2.5 years for him. On the basis of 20 years long residency in this country. And the person is in his 30s. You see, when he came, he was young. But yet, because of mistakes that they made, you know, he had indefinite leave to remain. But he did not bother to apply for British citizenship. You know, people say that, oh, but I'm going to be politician. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Okay, you can be politician that order you want. But the reality, Ghana Constitution, please go and study it. Once you study it, I think it will help you. And even Akufo-Addo is coming up with a new proposal whereby even if you have dual nationality, you can still stand for certain positions, including an MP. So people have to be aware of these things so that when they are making decisions, they can make the right decisions. So British citizenship, I think it is very, very important. You need to do what you need to do in order to convert and get British citizenship. The good thing is that Ghana accepts dual nationality, Britain accepts dual nationality. So by getting British citizenship, you are not throwing away your Ghanaian nationality or your Ghanaian heritage. That's all that I would say to that. The next one is applying for indefinite leave to remain. Some people may qualify, and there are so many ways in which you can apply for indefinite leave to remain. I will not go into details. If you finish 10 years route to settlement, you can. In some cases, if you're a holder of work permit, you can also do it after 5 years, and in some cases, after 6 years, you may be able to apply for indefinite leave, depending on your circumstances. So this is something that you have to bear in mind. The next one I will talk about is Madam Bangura, Aminata Bangura of Camberwell, was spared a second term in jail over benefit scam. The newspaper, the Evening Standard, has reported that an illegal immigrant lived in the UK for a decade, 10 years, under a false identity to secure herself a council home and swindle taxpayers out of almost £165,000 in benefit, the court was told at the Camberwell Magistrate Court.
Wow.
What they say is this: the Inner London Crown Court heard that Bangura of Camberwell is now seeking leave to remain under her own name, relying on her status as a single mother and sole carer for her son. The Home Office opted not to detain or deport her when she was freed from prison after serving less than half of her sentence, and is assessing the fresh bid for leave to remain. Yesterday, Judge Silas Reid sentenced Bangura to 10 months jail, suspended for 18 months, telling her, I am not going to put you back in prison and take you away from your son again. He ordered her to carry out 80 hours of community service, saying, you stole from this country, so you can pay something back. He said Bangura had not lived a lavish lifestyle with the money, but noted she is not entitled to be in the country from what I can see. So basically, now my understanding is that her son is now 10 years old. So the son, he was able to use the son to apply for British citizenship. Now that the child is a British citizen, it will make it very, very difficult, if not impossible, for the Secretary of State to be able to deport her. So the son is now her savior. Because during the first time that she was going through the court process, the Home Office were in a position to deport her and her son, because the son was not British at the time when she was first sentenced to jail. So people should bear this in mind. If certain benefits, you are not entitled to it, do not go there. Because these days, what some of the councils are doing, they have a number. If you call that number and someone is arrested and the person is prosecuted for benefit fraud, they will even give you some sort of money for reporting someone committing an offense. Now, let's look at this as well. Home Office applies good character test to children as young as 10. As we all know, we call something called dolai incapable, i.e., the ability to commit a criminal offense. It starts from the age of 10 in this country. So any child over the age of 10 can be convicted of a criminal offense. So we need to bear this in mind. So dolai incapable or dolai incapable is applicable. And therefore, in terms of nationality law, the Home Office have also come to the conclusion that if children as young as over 10 can commit criminal offense, then when it comes to naturalization applications, the TAME test must also apply. And now what it is that if a child makes an application under Form T for British citizenship, Home Office will now do what? Home Office will now carry out a criminal check to make sure that the child has not received any caution from the police, the child does not have any criminal record, and the child basically is safe. Because if the child basically has got criminal record or a caution, the application may be refused. That means a child born here, in some cases, can never become a British citizen. Because some of these offenses, it cannot be treated as spent. When we say spent, there are certain offenses that after a certain period of time, it will be treated as spent conviction under the Rehabilitation of the Offenders Act 1974 as amended. So we need to bear that in mind. So certain years will pass by. If you don't commit any further offense, it will be deemed as that offense is spent, and therefore it will not be used against you. But unfortunately, some offenses, those serious offenses, which are called the indictable offenses that attract a prison sentence of at least over 4 years, those sentences cannot, those convictions cannot be spent, such as rape, murder, manslaughter, GBH, and you name it. It goes on and on and on. So we should bear this in mind. If we have our children, the children are our responsibility. And we have to make sure that wherever the children are up to, we are aware of this. And those parents who cover up for their children, this is a warning to you or a warning for you. You can cover it, but if you are not lucky, where it will lead you or where it will end up will not be so much pretty. So we really have to wake up to these things because it's happening within our communities. We know our children are up to no good, but yet we will do everything that we can to protect our children. When I say protection, not protecting them in a good way, but protecting them in a bad way. You are covering the sins of your children. And I will say this and I will repeat this once again. It's not a long time ago that I sent out a child who went missing. About 4, 5, 6 weeks ago. A child went missing. What was happening? The child went missing because now you have drug dealers hanging around school gates, looking for vulnerable children and using them as drug peddlers. They promise them, I will get you these trainers, I will buy this for you, I will buy this for you, just deliver this consignment for me. Don't open it. Be on a bike. Go. Deliver it. 2 months. I'll buy you a chain. I will do this. I will do that. And they are now recruiting children as young as 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And they convince the children that you are under the age of 10. You cannot be convicted of any criminal offense. And these children become drug dealers at this tender age. A mother will be sitting in the house of a child. You see, this is where sometimes we voice out that looking after a child by yourself is not an easy task. If it can be avoided, by all means avoid it. But do not let money be the cause of your single parenthood. Do not let money to be the cause of your single parenthood. Because the struggles in life, why are we struggling in life? Everything that we are doing, who are we doing it for? If in fact we really believe that we are doing it for our children, then we ought to check out our priorities. People getting kicked out because of benefit. I will get more rather than less. If you are not around, I will be better off. Monetary wise. What about emotions, psychology, social support, moral support for the children? What about that? Are you taking that into consideration? So these are the things that we are making decisions we need to look out for. Because if you have 2.5 years, your child is 9 years. Maybe on the basis of 7-year route, the Home Office have given you 2.5 years. All of a sudden, you say you don't want your partner in the house. And I am deliberately using the word partner because it cut both ways. So you kick the partner out of the house. If you are not lucky and the child at the age of 10 is caught with drugs and the child is prosecuted or sentenced or cautioned, when the child is 10 and you are trying to make application for nationality for the child, character test will come into play and the child will not be able to get the British citizenship that you may apply for. So we need to bear this in mind. The next one that we will talk about is in relation to an adoption. Newspapers, Independent, reported on 17th of June 2019 that a baby whose legal guardian is a UK resident has been blocked from entering the country, leaving her and a soon-to-be adoptive mother stranded in Pakistan. The Home Office were accused of trampling on the rights of families after it repeatedly refused to grant entry clearance to Sophia Saleh, now aged 7 months, despite the fact her sole carer has been settled in Britain for 20 years. Nina Salah, a Norwegian national who lives in London and holds a permanent UK residency, traveled to Pakistan in November 2018 after she was approved for adoption as a single parent by the British authorities. She was matched with her baby, Pakistani national Sophia, after 10 days when Sophia was less than a month old. Once again, adopting, because this is a case whereby, if you look at it very carefully, the adoption process has not been completed. However, she has been given guardianship. It is not the same. You can have guardianship over someone. That means legally recognize that you are the person who is looking after the person. But once you adopt the person becomes your child. And therefore, there is a difference. But when you look at the headlines, it's a bit deceptive. And it looks like Home Office are being blamed in this particular case. For me, my observation is unfairly. Because it's not the same as a child being adopted. The woman is going through the adoption process, but it hasn't completed. So what I'm saying to you is this. Ghana adoption is recognized in the UK by virtue of Ghana becoming a signatory to the Hague Convention of 1993. 2016, President Mahama deposited, i.e. the documents in the Hague that Ghana wants to become a signatory to the Hague Convention, and January 2017, Ghana was accepted to become a member of the Hague Convention. Last week I said it here that the Home Office is confused about this because they have not updated their list of recognized Hague countries. So when you are doing such an application, don't go anywhere, come to Justice and Law Solicitors and we will help you to do a successful application. Because we have written to the Home Office direct and they have given us the clarification. I also mentioned that when we send it to the Home Office, in fact, they give us 2 clarifications. One of them, they said no, Ghana is not recognized. One of them, they said yes, Ghana is recognized. So you come to me, all that I would do is to print out the answer that they said yes and attach it to the submission that I will make. And in fact, I've done application for someone and it has been successful. So all that I would say is this. justice and law, we don't do Ghana adoption. We don't have jurisdiction in Ghana. So if you want to do it, you need to get in touch with a lawyer in Ghana. Make sure you go through the right process. Many times people are looking for a quick fix. It doesn't help. It will not help you. Get a proper lawyer in Ghana. Go through the right processes. Go through the Ministry of Gender and whatever, and social welfare, and go through the proper channel, the proper process, and get it done. It takes time, but if it is proper, when there is a fight, we will fight the fight for you, and you will win your case. I remember this lady coming to see me, and I was telling her what the requirements are. And the funny thing is, we had this right-hand man who appears to be the second lawyer and knows everything. Oh, but this is not important. Oh, me, when I was doing my one, I didn't add this. When I was doing my one, I didn't add that, but it was successful. So sometimes it can be very, very insulting. Sometimes people don't realize that when you want to insult someone's intelligence, you make these comments. No one is saying that you should not bring an opinion. But if the person is telling you that this has a requirement and this has the documents that you will need, don't let someone sit there and tell you, talking about his history and how he got it. Because immigration law, every single day, it changes. So the person did it 8 years ago. It's not applicable today. So we need to bear that in mind and do not use someone's experience, for your experience, because it's two different things. It's very, very important that we bear this in mind.
All these things also comes under what? European law.
This one comes under international law, because the Hague Convention, it doesn't only apply to European countries. Even Burkina Faso is a signatory to the Hague Convention.
So when they come out from the European?
If they come out of the European, it's a different treaty, you see. The Hague Convention doesn't come from the European treaty, i.e. the European Economic Community Treaty. No, it doesn't come from there. The Hague Convention is a different treaty altogether. So that one will still be applicable, even once we come out of the European Union. Now let's look at this. The number of EU nationals deported and detained more than doubled during the time around the Brexit vote. Figures from the Oxford Migration Observatory show that a spike in EU national deportations from the UK from 2013 to 2017, prompting concerns European nationals in the UK are being targeted for removal. I.e., it has been stated from the Oxford Migration Observatory that members from the European Union, i.e., those who have faced deportation and also detention, has increased. This is the figures. The increase was 93% from 2,120 in the year 2013 to 4,093 in the year 2017. This was also reported in the Financial Times. And Untino is nearly 100% increase for European nationals who have been what? Who have been deported or removed from this country. So as soon as you get a criminal record, you are off to your home country. So if you are a European national living in the UK, it's important that you abide by the UK laws and you do the right thing. Because if you don't, do not think that your European citizenship is a passport to the UK Parliament. Because whatever you do, you could be punished for it, including deportation. And talking about deportation, I have a European who was involved with drugs. The person was deported from this country. The person made so many attempts to come back to this country. Each and every time, he was not allowed entry. He came to see me if I could make an application for the deportation order to be revoked. I did not charge the person that much. I charged the person £400. The person paid £200. Deportation was revoked the person has not paid the balance of £200. You are listening to me because I can see that you are listening to me. If you don't want trouble, come and pay my £200. Because if you owe me and you don't pay, I will take you to court. And I'm going to give you I'm going to give you, what do you call it? County court judgment. And not only would you have a criminal record against you, you also have a county court judgment against you. And this is going to affect your credit. If it happens that way, do not blame me, because you have had enough opportunity. I've done my deed. I've done my bit. Don't take my money, because I will never forgive you for that money. It's a matter of principle. Media no what they make 1 pia no ba be tua, because me list ni wa ha mo de me kan mo me tua me ba bebubu mu din agu mu hwani mu ase wati ana me wia be ka chom say defamation of character wa ka bi nkwa me no be fa so udu obi ka na watua wati next time na obi susu pe bia independent me aya ama no na ayefe. And the main topic e be kan ho asem family life as a child of a person with limited leave, as a partner or as a parent. So if you are a child and you are living in Ghana, for example, and your parent or your mother or your father has got 2.5 years visa, whether through a partnership route or whether through a child route, human rights route, the question is, can you come to the UK to join your parents? The answer is yes and no. It will depend on your circumstances. So it is for this reason that we mentioned from the beginning that you need to do what? You need to make sure that you are not relying on public funds. Because if you want to bring your child, don't go near public fund, because the government will not be so irresponsible to allow you to claim government money and allow you to bring your child and claim more money, because I will not be happy for the government to be deducting too much tax from my wages to basically to support your child. I will not be happy. Anyone who is working is not happy to pay tax. That is a fact of life. We can pretend that that is not the case. Who wants to pay tax? Nobody. Who wants to benefit from tax? Everybody. That is a fact of life. So we need to be very, very clear on this. Now, let's look at the requirement if you want your child to apply. And this is under Appendix FM of the Immigration Rules, EC.C. So entry clearance child. The requirements to be met for entry clearance as a child are as follows. The applicant must be outside the United Kingdom. I'll be grateful, if positive, if you can perhaps explain each point for us in our dialect, so that at least people will really understand it well. Your speaker is playing up a bit today, so I don't know what to do, because as soon as I bring it up, it starts making noise. So let's see if it will work. So, Mr. Positive, the first requirement is that the applicant, which will be the child, must be outside the UK. If you can repeat each point for me.
Yo, I think for Mummy, you are some year. The not lawyer, can say, and assemble ne fapim, pan is said. Ebi a woti krumwa, ya mawo emfie no nefa. Ebi a wugina wo baso, and a winya 2.5. And also say be watna krumwa ache, and a wawanya 2.5. And then no ebi na wo ba e wo fie. And a yamao sa emfie no nefa. Unya asetena nkasa. Anya bia no ubetimi this obana ba na oban betuma be kan ho ana. And a lawyer chire me say, asem no anu ye eye ane. Anaso se dabi, eye nema mienu. Ni nyina ne begina o fapem anase ebia wasetena wode ti kromu ha na de edi kan no o se onipa na wo pese okofa ne ba eye wo ba no esese o wo kro na chi ense se o ti kromu ha se wo pese ukita emfie mienu ni fa anaso so se watena kromu 20 years no wanya emfie mienu ni fa na wo pese wo ba ebe kan wo ho a esese wo ba no ense se akola no etena kromu ha ena watimi abenya sa wasetena ni bi etese akola no owo kro na chi ni se etese ofiri kro mu ha na owo oman se eye Africa Ghana na ba bia oba na owo no eno na lawyer de edi kan waka ho asem no.
The second requirement is that the applicant must have made a valid application for entry clearance as a child. And when they talk about valid application, you have completed the right application forms and you have paid the relevant money, including NHS fees.
Neatusumi, like I said, over yes, sir, application now. As I said, your application now, a demo. A cast application, a demo, say, as I said, form now by feeling, as I said, when you form papa. Obu form no ye fili e no no fili si enti se wonya form na eye papa ne to so biem to so no ese se eniema omu hie ni nyina no ese se wutimi ye de enya ebi ni se NHS fee ese se wutimi tua.
Thank you very much. The third requirement is that the applicant must not fall for refusal under any of the grounds in section SEC, which is the suitability for entry clearance, and also the eligibility requirement must be met. I will explain that.
Where the Atusumian said, lawyer Baba Chirimu, a nema mino, was it say, oh, Felisa form an application now? Near Tusumian son, and say, Ubertosin, Sebia, young fa assetano, Emma Obana, say very refusino. Nadiomo Bashano, a nema mino, Baku, a suitability. Ena dia to so no eye eligibility ene no oba be kire mu no sa suitability no oba kire mu no apapa mu na eligibility no wadwudwa mu na afi no wo angasa mu no watie ehunu se suitability no ubenya ana eligibility no ubenya enti no oba kire mu.
Thank you very much. Now let's look at the eligibility requirement for entry clearance as a child. To meet the eligibility requirement, the points or the rules are as follows. The applicant must be under the age of 18 at the date of the application.
Yedi kaino ensemono eyemienu suitability and eligibility. Eligibility no eno ochira emu no say ne yedi kaino onipa na opesa okofa ne baha no ana oba no esese onya emfie edunwotwe ensese obeburu mfie edunwotwe esese oye esese oye emfie dunwotwe ensese obebro ana obepa emfie dunwotwe ho eye eligibility no.
The second requirement under the eligibility, the applicant must not be married or in a civil partnership.
Near to subiemu mienu no eye eligibility no ochire mu no ye di kan abofra ne nsese otwa emfie dunwotwe near to sumienu no wona wo kofa wo banaba no ensese tio ensese obe ware ana ensese wo wa awadiem ana awade ayaji atum ase dondo people.
That is the applicant. The applicant must not be in a marriage.
Eye onipa na o fill form no ana oba na wo kofa na ba no ensese oba no obe ware ana se wa ware ana so owa wade mu abofra na wadi emfie dunwotwe no ana se owo anda emfie dunwotwe no ensese sa abofra no ewa wade mu sa opese okofa ne ba ana so se ya ye no wedding ana ya ye na ayefra ya je atu aban mu.
The fourth requirement, the applicant must not have formed an independent family unit. So you cannot say that your child is also got a child, but you still want to bring the child to the UK.
Eye obana o kofa na ba no eye eligibility ho requirement na de to so nan no o kire mu se eye sa abofra na wo pese wo kofa ne ba no sa abofra no ensese wa ye den wa kowo baabi anase bia ono ano ate ne ho se obo ne bra aha no lawyer kire mu mumyentie ne ye o se ye fra bibia ma ne de se wo ba no a se be wo pese wo kofa ne ba ha abofra no wadi mfie du nwotwe anase owo mfie du nwotwe mu na sa abofra no wa wade anase bia ya ye na yefra abofra no ntimi ma anaso se abofra na nkasa te ne ho ye kaso obi ate ne ho a ase ne sen e bia ono akọha ne dan abofra no onhye wase bibia ni adanse se abofra no ona wo hwe no eno no kyesa abofra no wate ne ho ono ebo ne bra woni ni twaka bia enti no wo pese okofa aba ne ba oba no e bia ate krum ha woni ni nkita hodie onfre no onmane ni sika oba na ngasa akọha ne dan anasa abofra ni school kro kọ no udi na so onhwe no onya bibia eno no sa eligibility no eno eto so na enti sa abofra no and so no abetene ho se bia me de manyin yentime wo mechen so me de me ho enti no sa abofra no pese okofa na sa na ma we no ofoli mu a ense se oye den obetimi aba.
The fifth one is that the applicant must not be leading an independent life.
Yetusu numu no ena makanda dada no ense so abofra no ko aba den ebetene ho se obo ne bra se watene ho me de me bo me bra me ma no wa brochire won hwe me papa wa brochire won hwe me no wa ko ha ne dan ono anete otua ne bibia se be kra no no wasa akotwe mpona bi mpona twe de adwa ya me yire ya me mpona na ababi abam onipa no ono anate ne ho intino sa person no eligibility no e be we no ho.
The sixth one of the applicant's parents must be in the UK with limited leave to enter or remain, or be applying or have applied for entry clearance as a partner or a parent under this appendix.
Ni etusu nsia no ena like chire mo either say onipa no akofa no wo no wo limited visa eye emfie mienu ne fa anaso so say e bia wa apply anaso say wo asetena e wo kurom ha.
And the applicant's parents, partner under appendix FM is also a parent of the applicant.
Entino eye wo abofra na ye pese yakofa ne free ba na yana se wo ba no se oni obi ena atena kurom ha anase wo partner bi na ote ha esese sa papa no anase maame na oni ne wo ho no ono soso no etimi e play role e wo abofra na oba no asetena mu entini se bia me kasa ne metintim no yemfa ne se me positive me wo mfie mi no ne fa e bia me gina e bia brantie bi so e no ne me wo ye e ne manya mfie mi no sa brantie no e bia o mfa ne se ono kita British ano kita indefinite se me pese me kofa me ba ne ba me ba na me pese me kofa ne ba ese se papa na me ne no awo ama ware no no kura no ese se sa papa nso so no etimi ye den etwitware abofra na wo fie no as a stepson no and as a stepdaughter no ono so so timi di akotin e wo abofra no akwan.
So when we say parent, it doesn't have to be a biological parent. In fact, a parent is someone who is a father to a child. That means you are there as a father figure. You treat the person as your own and you play a vital role in that child's life.
And tonight the lawyer patched and say a cassa a jana and now Sabio obu wa home office for definition and a lawyer actually a woman obu wa award will be a bit meow. Na ya cassa a jar obia or share a ba. Say young fanny said obu wa koware and as he said be a stepson, a stepdaughter. Na abofra no enya wankasa wo yamo ba na mom se wo ya beku na wutimi fra abofra no na abofra so be fra papa na bia wo fra abofra no ni suku mu kra no e bia wutimi fra suku mu ho wo ma na ni sika e kire se oh ya my stepson my stepdaughter me banie na woni ne fra WhatsApp enkita hudie e kire se wo ye ja obi a wo ye ja ne se enya wo asabe wa woro ne ye ja o utietie ni ye enkofo bebretie yen wo se me buy a British wo buy a British wo hwo ba eja ne obi a ohwe ne ba se wo de wo ba e play group se wo de wo ba e school se wo ba no ne bibia wo ma ne so o sports wo di nachi se obi kura wo ha o Ghana onko hwehwe ne ba anase se bia o me ba wo ba bia wo ne mu wa enti ne eja ene obi a o fie se wo ya o stepson or stepdaughter oko na akohwehwe na chira kwan na waye na wa atu na ne twamfoni na wona akotene baabi na modidi mafadwen when ye frɛ ne sɛ agya abofra betimi akani nasɛm ana ne dadwen akyerɛ sɛ o papa we na ha me na nya agya no obi a wawo produce ni de obetuma produce na ino ne nkyerɛ sɛ wo hwɛ ba enti ho no sa eligibility no ɛho soso no ebi akoti wo mo pa.
And the next one, or the applicant's parent has had and continues to have sole responsibility for the child's upbringing.
The to be assign eligibility na no. Se akola na wofo no ana se awofo no omo kyerɛ sɛ omo ahwɛ abɔfra no anaasɛ omo abɔfra no abrabɔ mu a efiti ɛda abɔfra no baayɛ ɛbɛpem ne aha no lɔya nkyerɛ mu no obi wɔ hɔ a wawo anaasɛ so sɛ bia ɔba ha wanya mfie mienu nifa nanso so ne ba no a ɔwɔ fie no ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkɔfa ne ba no bibie ni adanse sɛ abɔfra no kora no ɔne ne wɔ nkitahodie enti no aha no afikasie mufoɔ ɛyɛ requirement na eligibility ne kyerɛ sɛ abɔfra no yɛ ɔba a ampa ebia mebɛtena kurom ha meba ha 2010 meba yɛfrɛ no rasgege no ɛna awotwe bia me mane niska empo emra na me ni nkrata no papa na me ne twe mpona me ne wo ye no papa no pono otimi mane rasgege ska ebia receipt kyerɛ sɛ rasgege ye mane niska 2010 sa requirement wanyina no kyerɛ sɛ rasgege no na busuafo ana sɛ ne nana mo ne na gya no no ɔmo hwɛ no emra empo no na ne mo yɛ den na obi wɔ hɔ a from no sin onya nkrata wi a wɔse lawyer me kɔfa me banaba okofa ba ne die dance say oba no kra wo hwe no enti ha no sa eligibility no eno na lawyer kyerɛkyerɛ mu akyerɛ ye no.
And it is very important that we emphasize on this, the issue about sole responsibility, because I can tell you that about 98% of applications involving children that get refused are based on lack of evidence to prove that a parent who is in this country has or has had sole responsibility over the child in Ghana or outside the UK. So when we talk about sole responsibility, we should bear this in mind. Many a time people say that, but I pay the school fees, I send money all the time, and it's very clear that I look after the child. Let's look at Home Office guidelines in relation to sole responsibility and how to meet the test about sole responsibility. It's very, very important that we understand this legal principle of sole responsibility. When they say sole responsibility, that means the inviting parent, the parent who is in the UK, has sole responsibility over the child who is at abroad. That means where the child lives, you the parent in the UK, you made the decision where the child lives. Who looks after the child? You the parent in the UK, it is you who made the decision. The child's other parent, who may be in Ghana, is not involved in the child's life. So once the child's other parent who is in Ghana is involved, you can wave goodbye to the application.
Wow.
Don't even go there. Because the key is that you must have sole responsibility, not shared responsibility. Shared responsibility can come into play where the other parent is involved, where the child's grandmother is involved, where the child's aunt is involved. When we say you have sole responsibility, that means all decisions concerning the child, all the major decisions, such as the food that the child eats, the church that the child goes, when the child is ill and the child have to seek medical treatment, you make decisions as to which hospital that the child goes, payment of hospital bills, church, religion, where the child worships or go to religion activities. Basically, all major decisions concerning the child is made by you, the parent, who has been given 2.5 years living in the UK, and that you have evidence to back this up. Someone may ask, you are not living in Ghana as an example. How can you prove all these things? Yes, you can prove it by documentary evidence. By documentary evidence, I mean, one, if the child is going to go to a certain school, the school must write to you to confirm the admission of the child at that school. Two, when you pay school fees, the school must send you an invoice or a receipt to show that you, the parent living in the UK, you have paid it and the receipt has been issued to you. Three, if the child goes to church, mosque, temple, you need to be able to have evidence from the religious authorities confirming your involvement in the child's life and the role that you play. If you have arranged extra tuition for the child, of course, you also have to have evidence of all this. The person that you have entrusted to step into your shoes to provide care to the child, if you pay that person, you should get a receipt that you have paid someone to look after your child for you. So you are buying the care. Also, if you are not buying the care and the person is a family member who has stepped into your shoes to look after your child for you, that person must swear an affidavit that my name is Kwabena Mensah. I have stepped into the shoes of Kwaku Nyameche and I am providing care to Kwaku Nyameche's son, Kwabena Ejei, under Kwaku Nyameche's care, instructions and directions, and that every decision concerning the child is taken by the parent in the UK, and I am merely there, step into his shoes to carry out those duties on his behalf.
ọmọ dwimra na go mutrum sa ene me ma ye hwe ye ma no ene ye su ade me si me eye all weather wuti ha tie brofro ni me ma ye keka no yeah uye be ma na se obi na be kire ode anya wo fi a ese se ye pamo ahem ene no lawyer de o kire mu no sole responsibility kire sa bofra no oye oba wo na wo hwe wo ba sabe wo na abo akonhoma enti no enam no ti no ese se ye de ma wo home office for patch say ebia ma won fie mi no ne fa enfie mi no ne fa no abofra no sebi owo Ghana oni kurom ha esa se wutimi kire ese abofra no ni bibia mu ni abofra ni bibia mu eye wo na wo ye den wo hye abofra ne sebi o so obeni o obedi o obeye den o ni namu o na didie mu o said the ultimate kojina sorry them now can for better for worse. Yes, I do. One day no na adia divorce in church, marriage in whatever, and ya no na yehwehwe. Where dear as I say ultimate chire. As I me barras gege. Our class 2. Na ni teacher, your friend Kwajo Mensah. As I say Kwajo Mensah to me, actually say make positive me barras gege. Abofra no ni terminal report as I say make positive me din so terminal report as a parent positive ne bani ras gege na abofra no ni terminal report no Ghana dey friend terminal report ya packaging dey dey envelope mu ene ya twero wachi say bia me wo SW2 Eurolink Business Center unit 35B positive na ya posi e bia recorded delivery na ye post near their bremen na me nsaka me dey ato ho as evidence abofra ni school fees e bia ye tua ne sen either say wo be send sika no e bia abofra no ontimi fa sika ontimi fa sika ni nsi abofra ne so e na bia ontimi fa sika ne so e ma school ni director wo be pe obusuani bi anase obi a o si wanamu ese abofra no o hwe no ye ntie ni yo abofra no o si wanamu keke ono no enye den endisade ma oba no wo wonu na watu ni so chiamen say wo matu as aka simanamu ma me say wo ye me hwefo keke enti no either say obeko na abofra na ko papa no a wo si wonsi wanamu no obeko so affidavit say me de me hwefo keke na emomu no oni posmasi eye positive no watu mi say make Kwajo Mensah me nyina mu ma no na me hwe me ba no enti no sika bia no me sene a na me de asi ni so na papa no ma kire ne say e bia boso na bofra na duane we no pe sika say e na me de be ma sane ma we nyina no esese wo ye den wunya as evidence ebe ekwan ben so e na abetimi a kire say e bia me tie bro kire ha na me ye den na asem a lawyer da ko kan me a metie brochira ha na matimi aka kire me ba ne se ensese wudi kenke ensese wo ko school wen anasa asoro we ensese wo ko ensese wo mo hunu se abofra ne ye oba wo na wo hwe no enti me pese me ba ras gege okọ Roman asori me pese me ba ras gege okọ SDA ni susu okọ no abofra no okọ asebio okọ Sunday school a ensese me hunu Sunday school teacher ni din osofo ni din na e bi abofra no ye de na to register so a ba me ne papa ne din de say ana papa ana oni po hwa bofra ne friend say udi na wo tie brochira wo pese wo kofa bofra ne de ne ba no and yet you know, and yet double identity. Send your bunguru, I and Yanubia. Udina Gasa, Bangura, you make a talk about and to Udina and Shadaka, Dina, where you appear, and no, and I want about Tusso. Oh, that's me where me, I won't make my friend, my drama. As so they didn't know Kofa, Banabano, 10 years. Mistake a moon in the breya. Oh, in the media, me, my mom can hear from me. I draw my son. I draw my son. I wouldn't know on Krata or Chroma, and also say positive. And to deny Odi Kofa or Bana Wenyano, and no necessary with the Koto, sir, Abofrano, Asoda or Koso, school or Koso, and you can now a private teacher. Maybe I offer teacher, no so I'm a about you with female. A teacher, no so Abia, teacher, no so school or Kono, or better much on letter to confirm, say. Only person may see way, your friend or Razgate, men, I'm a chair, ne body, and then I make us a limiska. And he says you cannot crown money transfer, no, but me, yes, teacher, and so direct. Now, we get a side receipt in evidence, and it's only when you know, no, like China said, we are ja, we shall back, and answer we are now, we shall back. And don't you crumble and I said you, oh, dear, Barney Sika, who's a was on your now, oh, now, for a man, Shaman to Venice, or better man decided, better man to buy for himself. And you know, and then I dark. A foot to Anna, and you see how my you know. So we are Bema now here, and remember I have Pamu Baby of Fino, or wow, on Shaneba, and to where they are positive Namico, on Sharas Gege, on Sharas Gege. And no. No, I said, my Jesus always my correct me.
I think, it's spot on. So, and therefore, in this case, for example, if you claim that you are the one supporting your child back home, and the government is the one giving you basic money for you to live on, and you tell me that you're going to bring your child, don't even think about it. They will simply refuse you, because the government only gives you money in this country on the basis that that money will just be sufficient for you to survive on. So if you then tell the government that you are using that money to look after your child, do you think they will believe you? They will not believe you. And therefore, such applications, don't even try it if you are in receipt of government money. That is the reason why we tell people straight away, don't even bother. It's not possible. It's not going to work for you. And the last bit is where there are exceptional circumstances or serious compelling circumstances, whereby, there's a serious death in the family. There is no one around in your home country that can look after the child. And it's a difficult test to overcome. So that one, I will not even spend too much time on. And then the next bit is the financial requirement. Also, to bring your child, you need to prove that your earnings or your income is £18,600. So if you are receiving government money, how are you going to prove this?
Oh, wow. Yo, lawyer, as someone was saying, I know, can be how that can say, Papa Nana, one of better or Titimayan. Open soccer for Baba, some little for Ninano. As I say, one, own year buying Sika. And I also say, Ube prove say, oh, Sika, with me the show. And I did chat to one, as I said, Utimi, and yes, Sika, except one year Juma, Uti Kuruma, I will year Juma, 18.6. Oh, baby, tea, Abba Franaba, or no more may a man a dear, and as one may yet or how am I buying? Now, or how I can't be brain, where they are in camera, no man, I make a also. Say, oh, my yaman, dear, now your high more manner. One day, yeah, a before crab or farm, Bano Behu, said the enema qua. One day you'll be crying and pressing market and no copy picnic, Missika. Then so no, I shall see no. One day you're nothing, leading to starving. And you know, a barno says, so to me, Juma. Now, what I say, me, Juma, me 18.6. Me show me about me money, no. Me ha me da mo ba bia meti ana krasa meti aban fi a me twa me fully rent me ne woka me no me obia me yeden ewiase no na lawyer na me ti asem bi ewiase no say wodi obi ka e na say boya koa na say wodi no a wodi ohun krom a wodi ohun na say wodi obi ka amanfo credit card unyigi bebre na unyigi loan bi na say wo kakra be dia obi tia wo utimi tia ne because woni obi aka enti no home office for say ni we nya timi provide them wo ene 18.6 woni ba bi woni omo ni asam no mo ka say yam fama wa when your friends say patapa pieto and now we hu taxes and law on be yin te and na ba ko so de o say bi also na exemption e bi asem be friend kra na ba bi ote no oni po hwe no e bi a wato na nanamo ana say bi a ye bule no ene ma bebre but e ho de on person obeko eno no to so no e ye den and you have to prove enti no e ho no so de
This financial requirement, some of the parents could be exempted. Some of the parents could be exempted if they are receiving benefits such as disability living allowance, severe disablement allowance, industrial injury disability benefit, attendance allowance, carers allowance, personal independent payment, armed forces independent payment, and constant attendance allowance. So these are benefits that individuals may be exempted from meeting the financial requirements. And even when you are exempted from meeting the financial requirement, you still have another test to overcome. And that test is called the adequate maintenance test.
And I know you can financial requirement 1860 no ebia obi wo ho a na sitene mu asesa enti no untimi enka se sebi obi wo ho a na yare de nyonya wo kwa na sebi akonya kwanhye twitwa ne nan wanya kwanhye waduma mu yetwa ne nsa obi wo ho a ne nam abu esa ne ma we nyina no oya omohwe onipa no wasitene mu enye se bia wo ya adwuma nya 1860 na waba fine eno no ka ho nanso obi wo ho a na wa ya adwuma wa konya kwanhye na emom no sebi yentie nie se udu a ana okotodwa mu ye na wo ka kire wo GP se GP mi kotodwa bu ne wa ye disable a ona na be bu enti no se onyare a moya de ma ho enti no sa exemption no e wo ho but ni nyina so no e se wo ye the way explaining na wonya proof e kire se ampa woni pa no wo yare ana se bia wo enforces mu ene ma ne de bebre e na afeso so na se utumi prove adequate maintenance eno na no ye be kire.
The adequate maintenance test simply is a test whereby you need to prove that your income, monthly income, minus housing cost, i.e. rent, and council tax is equivalent or above a family of equal size who are in receipt of income support in the UK. And in a test here, you have to carry out some assessment. And this is how you do the assessment. You will look at yourself, the number of people living in your household. So if it is only you and you are bringing one child, compare that to someone who is British national or who is settled in the UK and in receipt of income support, who's also got one child just like you. When you receive income support, automatically you'll be entitled to full housing cost. So housing benefit, they pay everything. Council tax, you don't pay. So the government will give you some money. At the moment, on top of my head, a week, the money is about £140 plus it's about £150 or £160, roughly speaking. So if you are bringing someone, one person who is your child, after deduction of your rent and your council tax, the money that is left as a disposable income must not be less than someone who is in receipt of income support. So it's got to be equivalent or more. If that is the case, then you are able to meet the adequate maintenance test. Because the income support, the government say this is the minimum that you must live on. Anything lower than that, you will fall into absolute poverty. And the government's responsibility is to ensure that no one is in absolute poverty. And therefore, they will give you a minimum amount of money that the government believes is just about to be adequate enough for you to survive and lead a reasonable life. So the government doesn't want people to come here and be poor. Because poverty, it breeds crime. It's as simple as that.
Adequate maintenance, a lawyer, a simple calculation. And it's 1 plus 1. Rebecca just says equal to 3. That is 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. So, person of our baby bar, a adequate maintenance. Near all patron said, for Obia or your British ni. So, we are one phone you. Say, me positive, may you any adwamansa. Anna, me a British, may you adwamansa, you're British. Anna, you're woefully, and you're wobaba. Say, be a person of our Babacoba, Obaka Kulitinisa, Obaso of our Mammy, Obaka Kulitina. So will be a tick room, no more yawade for, no more yaduma, no more income support. Sikano Munyano, and no mufia Sikanino. So, council tax, housing benefits, Aliama, Ninino. Sawa de for, young fanny say, Omunya, and I watch be almost 100, young fans say 150 and now 160 pounds a week. And in the Bosomeno, you are looking about 600 to 650. Young fans are. And to one person who cover or banabano, adequate maintenance. ABA, when you were Juma, OG 186. Nasa ABA 186 no, what you would die car, Ubia BBA. Na ena okeno utiminya ebia 151 pound wa BT obi a ono no awarefo na omoje 150 no anaso say woje 1 otiti obi bia timinya 150 ebi so na o circumstances and our situation we exemption and now exempted na 1860 no because of when your injury when your accident na bia ya tamusi kepudu obi ebia every week and every month eduma ni twa be 2,000 pounds because he was popular. And to the sense you can what it obia omoya British for omoya wadefo ban shower nana watching no musika omumi no omoje bi about 150 now we want 155 and I say 150 50p 150 50p Ghana obano obetima kofa na eden aba eno ni adequate maintenance as simple na emo no so person kofa obaba na bia what it ubi bia na bi kwana obi wo hwa na no akwa bi ko iska oba ho na ni receipt no odija how me say excuse me I said don't worry brother me share na ye minus 80 enti no oji and action no oba di usi ga na ho sa de ka wo mu I know there I shata wale beka forget it.
Okay, now quickly let's look at the suitability test for the entry clearance. Basically, the suitability test look at criminal records, that you don't have a bad immigration record. And in the suitability, once again, is point by point, but in short and in simple, you have not give false information. You are not a crook, basically. You don't have any criminal record. You have not overstayed the immigration rules. You have not contrived significantly with the immigration rules. You have not provided false documentation or false information. You don't owe the NHS money. And you have not been sentenced to prison. Basically, the suitability test, that's what that is about.
Yo, suitability no ana what the word is suitability but I did more what kind of wrong but a man service a question or say be a suitability in the upper channel say be a only criminal record be a uncle wagadini be a uncle fire DBM and over why chilena it didn't cry and want to me more bobbling getting it one because it didn't do so Sanya ma way you know so unyebi and our curb as be was it say 1 year overstay under immigration rules and also so no o fall under suitability now say 2.5 and I say 2.5 no did you overstay or you didn't overstay suitability no does it fit in and you know rather may you as someone
Thank you very much, Positive, for your explanation today. We believe that the topics that we said we're going to cover, we have covered it, and therefore we will take our 15 minutes because Pastor Dia will soon be here. We are going to activate the telephone lines and take some questions. So if someone has got questions, you guys should get yourself ready, and then do what? Call in and ask any question that you may have. The telephone number is 0203 002 8482. That is the telephone number that we are using for today's program. If you want to call from America, the number is 0044 131 2238 9510. If you want to call us through WhatsApp, the number is +44 20 30 02 8482. I'll repeat the number again. It's 0203 002 8482. As soon as it's past and Pastor is here, we will have to make a way for Pastor. Many a times, people will be waiting for someone to call before they call. If you don't call now, you may not have the opportunity. Those people calling our office line, we cannot answer the office line. So please, if you want to call in, call this line with the number that I've given out, which is 0203 002 8482. You can also call us through WhatsApp. You can also call us through what do you call this one here? Through now what is this a platform? What do you call it again? Yeah, I can't even remember the name, but when I remember, I will tell you. Okay, so the number is 0203 002 8480. We are waiting for your telephone calls. Yes, all those people who called, you can call again. I wasn't looking at the phone, so I missed out. So if you're gonna call, or those people who called, I was unable to pick because my eyes was on something else.
So, question will be there about I was saying you made mention about suitability.
Yeah.
About immigration rules. Why overstay before answer no only 2.5? So suitability no. A bit to me. Ariana and answer intimate overstay answer na ultimate 2.5 the suitability no a honor.
Yeah, I mean when you look at the rules, the application, they are making reference to the applicant, you see. So it may well be the case you say the applicant has been in the UK before and the applicant did overstay. If that happens, they will use it against the child who will be the applicant. Okay. But if the mother or the father did overstay, there is a principle that you should not punish a child for the sins of the parents. So in that case, then of course the child will not be affected by the parent's sins by overstaying. As long as the parent is able to satisfy all the other requirements. Many problems that people have is that they may perhaps may well be the case that they are the ones looking after the child or the children. However, or for some reason, they may not have any evidence to back it up, and therefore it becomes problematic. Because the key here is the sole responsibility, and people having the adequate accommodation and being able to meet the financial requirement. People don't have somewhere to stay, and they want to bring their child. Sometimes, you know, I don't know what to say to people. All I can say to you is, madam, forget it, it's not going to work. Because they will tell you that God is there, and if you do it and it doesn't happen, they are not going to blame God. It's you that they will be coming for. So it is very, very important that as a lawyer, sometimes you also have to be strong. Because if not, people will push you to do the wrong thing, or they will push you to do something that they know is not going to benefit them. And they'll be hoping and be chancing on sometimes unrealistic stuff. So it's important. Let's go to 8546. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, mommy. What one I can say free Dawson. Yada was a program of it now. Just winning crater, one crater, no dear. I did not be brave, blow, not a 2-4. Now, dear, a children and say, I didn't know be winning crater, we are Juma. Nasika will be tria, no lawyer, I showcase you know amount or do what to you. We pursue free. When Freddie and Wogana shop, the same things also on crater, super so free. Mean, that's a lawyer.
Some sebe, yes, and not any woo. Obi or Namono, any woo pa, Unibi.
Yes, and to them what you go. Omi and Obi or the culture, sir. British passport, your dear and crata, your dear. Oh, one would deceive who was in away before. Because a nun amount me casta, a nun amount me jam from 10 a baby out so who couldn't from Grana through Tinkafa. And you know, Kakra mechanics, yay, and Kogana knee shop or be stabbing minimami way was so a bit free no almost 6 months at Diana for almost more. I don't know. Now, free lawyer, I free
Adriane.
Yay, why? Now you need Kakra mechanic. Madam was positive. The way I was yet training lawyer now will see you, man. Say, I'm a settle. Proper 4 be accounts, 80 people, I share 80 people. Some of me yesterday.
It has to be. Thank you very much. We go to Telford. 224. Hello. 7224. Hello.
Hello, David.
Hello. Nampacho Haneka saying.
Mr. Washington can say.
Hey, Mr. Wachobelandi, Yemko.
We didn't say, and then my kind in now. You are sitting in now. Now, say that be a canoe. You need to be a cry, see Bisa, and I see a crack home out. There's a month from 10 to my kind in a no correct. Now, my chat here, I need market to be up to me and saying, and I'm better man for the day. We're sending the ever warm. Now, Obin to make the same mistake.
That's right.
One say, see, look at universal credit, no, any tax credit, no. Rolling universal tax credit for you have a universal credit.
That's right.
And any change of circumstances be a wabra. They will just tell you, say, go and apply for universal credit. Now, on my day, on my stop all tax credit. And tax credit, they say universal credit, they say, don't mind, they say, I'm the delay, no, so now be a concern, because you can delay by 5 weeks and send on your sicker.
That's right.
And me mistake be, and I mean, my mouth for a year, where send a bear, Obin soon be. Because I don't know, minimum bush, you lose you bear £900 on the money because of that mistake. Because offer a warm when then change the abo situation, circumstances be as a now with tax credit. I think I must stop on. Me, I can't apply for universal credit. If you ever say I can be 1 week and now 2 days and now 3 days, maybe our tax credit for your car. Now, from such circumstances being as a Bumua. Sadia better grammar or tax credit in your child can take a nominee. Omuntia. Then you have to wait for another 5 weeks and then why they apply for universal credit. And Janus back pay invest a tax credit in my any day amount. It's advice I come them amount for and say, almost circumstance as a sign, almost go back, almost call universal credit. Train, whatever the case, train, universal, you tax credit can be. OJ, yeah, they're saying, I know a friend woman, so go with that. Then you apply for universal credit. You know, 5 weeks, Everson, next why they when your universal credit is can. That means that Uber wait to bear 1 week pay. And sign why they on tax and universal credit. And also, no, they lose money. So, we understand a guapa.
Okay.
Who lose money because me say no circumstances a bama brabuma be no me lose nearly £900.
That's a lot of money.
We understand now. David, Manana is not me and Matias.
Yes, because it's all time. It's all timing. And you know what you are saying is say your tax credits. Make sure say on sakaya na. What report to change of circumstances? No. And you know. And yes, Hannah, we say umbebo washing because one time in the year.
Mr. Baba Martin, let me because let me some you know.
They will backdate it. Yeah.
Over one back one.
Yeah.
But Omentia.
Oh.
So I'm watching. The idea is that man for Union and Huna Babu.
What about for them Fire Live Radio listeners?
And another back so a mechanic say, Nanseno, Union Tiensanye, careful, Kakara, I will that fraud for no. Nansay, Melala Ringi. A ringi Yamakofa, I almost say your landline will be terminated in 2 days. To fix this problem, press 1. And I'm pressing 1. To me press 1, I'm going to press 1 to speak to customer service. To press 1 na customer service for 5. Almost a year for hacking, a month for hacking, me landline. It is a the activity with the online payments and me taught on Nema eBay, me taught on Nema Amazon, me taught on Nema Nesta. A man for me every year me details edi ayeden edi ayenema enti omo help me ma fix problem no he says uncle for ni be wiame so because today see here automatic landline no everything ye na esan say na me say definitely because me use am where talk o ma kase o one talk customer service one e dey e kasa it mean say talk anyway nyankopon boa me because next can be nim enti o ma nya bi ante komu ko 800 pound mu a
eish
hwe o mo ko 800 pound mu a enti obi ni mo bi kire ti me ma ye nuanum nyina nso ya we eta wo landline mobile phone obi obefre obi a say card details and I say universal credit for ye be apply ma on e die bi ye tikasem bia na ye be anse ye be busa bank details no so you careful pa because you never know actually omo wie ya metina ti din am hey can me plan go for we am because I never thought that I'm on with me we am because obi adwene mu no so yes man
no obi abuni yonko kwasia
obi abuni yonko kwasia so then so sika no nkom kwate ne ka bi wo ayini mu a card no so a enkomote nke no ye se ma ye nuanom ya awe pa se ne be ya ye be ye ayiwo ho ye be careful pa dem me contribution na me wo ano no me said that ni asem bia kan na me say ye make us ye nuanom say nya awe and a universal credit tax credit ye no sa ayi no time no you good pa be boa se ne be ya ye nuanom en lose ska because me lose ska ma Asheme.
Anna, let me take this opportunity
and advise union also so if possible crampona mumpe shredder machine or bibia ya will let us be an shredder and sana why day would you go bin mo because you say the omutimi ye crown say being for crown or ha no mashudin no mama a environmental a for no actual no o mabejusika. They say domo ye no. Entino wo shredder machine o let us cramp no in front to be no most make sure so address no day no what shredder if possible because me I'm talking from experience they dimi me no enti I know what I'm talking about they dimi me no enti we are near catch us between £100 £150 or increasing the cost. Enti you're very careful.
Enti your kind am me be me say ayifo no be for the net am so yes scam
omu ye crook omu ye crook
save your make us a fly tipping enti
environmental de ben aye
watch it oya de o three free question bi na obi sa question bi na ye nyina na ye suansua ya lada ko be kan de bi wa about abia interview obi free yenya sometimes no yes so no sebi obi abibu nyonko kwase aba ye basic questions bi wo ho a obi timi free o last obi free o so ka say free inland revenue 0800 free ti say odu gina so ti say de only inland revenue for the kasa bing o fire na hi who be sano what's your name where are you calling from who necessarily put in the more questions but so you will be wa so be free na na ho popo you nya born din you are this you are that now if you are starting information see meanwhile no say we want to was here who na who hear me what frame me how can I help you who hear me banker who dey hear them okay write it in a form of a letter now for no the letter na ba masama frɛ na my inquiries until it's very good to say what is idea way abetudwa ye nyina na ye tie no nya immigration kwa sabi who kita British passport one hwe ko bi wetimi do British passport na call yes scam put if na abechi and to be frɛ nyanto boasie what is your name I'm DJ Positive whom am I speaking to no be say anything okay in regard to what na afi no ususu no trust e baby sa no enti no buache da say lawyer obi text message odi aba o say ne buy a British okita limited visa wa ware wo Ghana ne chance say obetimi di be man aba because onye settle but oye adwuma ne ba ye British based upon ne ba and odinya unlimited visa 2.5 wakọ Ghana akonya be ma wa ware be ma no sese ya no opeso kofa be ma ne ba ono so no oje single occupancy allowance what you show no.
Okay. No, Obe have a problem, Kakra, because no, she's not settled here. And when it comes to children, sometimes the Kruma they make concession. But if you are going to bring a husband or a wife, and not there, you are pushing it.
You are pushing it.
Because so Kakofa wife and I say husband, the rules, is under partner's route. Paragraph 241 of the 281 of the immigration rules, and also you can look at the appendix FM of the rules. And the rules is that you have to be settled in the UK, and I say you have to be a refugee or you have to be a British citizen. These are the only categories. Ubitimide or partner and I said or husband IDA Abba. It is okay to 2.5 years there and not there unfortunately. And yadia a big IDA amount into no any juma unfortunately. It is what we indefinite leave with ya ubitimi IDA aquacofa any panel IDA Abba. Because the rule is say the partner must be a British citizen. Present and settled in the UK or in the UK as a refugee or a humanitarian protection visa. And if you don't fall within this category, not just another, don't even go there. And yadia a ejuma. And the Masipi, say, your papa soba bekayensa, Pastor Alex Kabinedria, or no so Eddie Yankopon, Asem, Ebre, and now the Oja Anna Ebre. And Tina, Yadi Jumediana, every single year, now your papa swaba, now a barbetuaso. Yanfa Yamunshin Yame answer. Now, and this week we can see Mammy who dreamy. Also, a son die, now who knew you born a dying. You need to say, you have 4 days to leave. 4 days prepare penny panel.
What?
Are you serious? On your crew, I can't say we actually have him just and me and who dear me. Me say, if you are still who say, if you say 4 days, or so you have 4 days to leave, or so that or catch and say you have 4 days to leave, 4 days prepare, Ninian. After this, maybe the
oh no, no, na do catch it.
At the side when the positive way. Positive, so you have 4 days to leave. 4 days per person. Now you gone, you dead. And you are saying, "Hupa." And the one say, "Yes, ye na say." After now, you're saying someone come on, said you. After said, "Do not chino say no, so I can't say more ye na say." And we are saying,
"Maybe out in the boy."
One not paying Yankopon, Eduachi, no about Hobby. Obia bad the young Fanny Panaf, young Fanny Madina. Hello.
Hello, lawyer. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Lawyer, we DBC Kaka.
Fedisi.
Bodimbia, also Bodimbia. Your fro say.
If Akwesi.
Okay. Yeah, do I say. That's how to be but now Bodimbia. Your fro I say Akwesi and your fro. Oh, now but obi aba obonidi. What the oba also me Umodin say what the Bodin Akwesi ate. Kasa.
Matse. Let me patch out. Asuma nipa na offer ya okasa to see me wo ho nim there because of me adwuma on that area.
Okay.
So obi ti me no o te council house ma omunti ni ye. On se council house bia no your bin area you will shoot room. Na tenant ebi wo antisocial behavior okasa wo kan wasema ade ebechi. Because I have been trained and minim the America. So, uti flat nasa ujai o cancel. My ministry will be and my mom ran and say, "O flat ni inside na there." Outside the flat, o doorstep now even kwan where you done a doormat done a cancel for there. Into uja bicycle, uja will be into what you beat me a charge.
I see.
Muntin ye lawyer. Yes. Which will be to her. The council workers, house officers, they have been trained professionally. Say, Upa faulete, upa men faulete, upa men faul door number, obehun safe this flat.
I see.
Yes, obe send the email boko wako office or one letter, bro. You bit my evite.
And no be number the no. And no be number the no. They say me could 250.
Yes.
Back could say 100. And a back on some of the letter background the mean you. And from 100 and a quote 150. And they say me the cut 250. And Monday, me passing here, me could chairman as a seminal grave. He said, "You may can't idea. I'm at 2 months for full. Dear me, I am in Americano. In the 2 for full because me, the crocrampo move address. Me, yeah.
They have power, council for even caretaker on power, only police for power. They have power. They can send you to court. And tomorrow will be a caretaker. Now, boon so a cleaner or a housing officer and woman. That person, be careful with that person. Because on the report to court, aside that, and you know, some special housing officers here, they come on routine checks across all the council houses. Into those two, then what the why you been? Into him say we.
Oh, no.
What is a report to about?
Mudia dime. Jack, Mudia
I had to do some part.
Positive. Or more dear dime brutal. Let me buy some. We could chairman if you pay Bia.
So, lawyer, so do you say? Oh, the ash drink is there. My son tried drink is here, such a ash drink is here.
Now, no, I stand one on Kai, chocolate for you know, and Crafonon Kayaka. Oh,
that's Miss me ash standing. See, we know you're in the trans in town into the review of what you say. Ura council house, and what could be jar over? You're training or more in Brony, Brony. And in Medina African, in Medina, Caribbean,
I'm below the cake day.
And to only need the main entrance now, did in any corner. Or no, because I come about you now, the corner away. When you flat number, when you flower with it, into Koye being. Now the Kusia so more from it, me let you and Bibi and the mammy catch that person now on when you say we free her over me. I charge you.
Jack, and he's also saying, "Be careful."
Intimate Remo, Munya careful. It's a man from Indian to Ghana.
And okay. Because who do need to judge? Uncle, yes, you have a G 250 through.
Aside that,
addition, pa.
What is meet you?
I just see it, you know, yet you pa.
Because who can get us me answer?
Because on any before the you're the very tight time.
Oh, Papa, thank you. It's maybe no me the main entrance. Nana, me be more. Hello, how you doing? You know me watch you doing now. They watch it. We shopping wakoye. Into we also kune. We the kosi shoot more because tenants ne be omukuta social behavior. Be na time. Be so lazy. They just litter around. And internet accounts for workers. Internet accounts for millions of pounds to maintain their houses. Before and after Delphi Tower, the whole UK, if you remember, I can landing barrels in Yano, or must spend millions of pounds, say, you install fire alarms across all the buildings. Okono ko smoky. Smoky baby I was smoky land floor na smoky omo a device be so we entrance na device na boss say o ga say be here adwuma pa connected with all the lift connected with all the a window it was smoky na usmoky na no baby I was smoky the floor na about the truck to say smoking from this area. The office and be check it say or be check all the flat or that I can say floor no say we smoke to be suspect you be charge you it is fremo one more council house when you very careful when you careful for me we cry say one person will let us. Why you be here? Why you be here now? Will let us know door number saying now. Would it be good being mess up officer never call be no so better to be say juice so than how the Elizabeth what you know number whoa you it's always uncle from the mumu you should respect them caretakers as an officer more respect you more memu na bofian say we clean like but we be no what na woni if we say I work in a ship. I don't live in a ship. Timi Semo. You're careful, Papa.
I stand for this washing, but Omubunipa, regardless of what. Or better than one Siama, never would deem was a man of my
my case via midi. My case via midi. Me medumum. The Bia service man only said many a catami. But the air cost when you mean, but I pretend. And to me, to you be a 1 inch. As soon as be Sukruhan with our
hey, a geography, a babu, a geography, Malenko, assembly is here and easy.
Kuma Brofano, Yamu, service, Mudin, some phone, what you say, you know, some phone, a costume. The member asked me this to know. What I mean, can I have lawyer, maybe cool appointment?
No problem.
Now, for the Bay, also by radio, so I make such a how and it also Banaja, also two. Ghana for the foot here.
Yamin shop.
I stand,
okay, yeah, Papa Abba, also the Yankopon asem ebreye ewie. Yamin shamu na no nyamo kese be say share bi next week. Said the enu kan ye no, o ti baby ano ye very careful. Ene CCTV ebo baby a enti eye adesua. Enya legal matters nkwa na esua no ha, nim abrabamu nsem so. Yankwai.
Some